This is like take 10, I don't know. I posted something on our Goddess site about wanting to share my yoga practice with you guys, and I will cut the crap. I just I started off with wet hair, and I've changed my outfit probably 3 times now. I would like to put that aside, and I just want to share with you, what is important. I'm going to say what's important in yoga, like to me, is linking your breath with movement and getting that energy moving around in your body so you're not getting stuck. So I want to share just a quick something you can do in the morning. And first I'm going to just give you a little posture focus so you can understand, where's your proper placement for your hands and feet to hopefully alleviate any wrist pain or just so you don't get injured. So I'm going to start off with downward facing dog. So when I first started, I was never really sure what's the proper, hand and feet placement. So to kind of give you an idea as to what works for me, everyone's bodies are different. So this is just going to be kind of, I guess, a suggestion. So what you want to do is start off in child's pose. So you want to bring your knees apart just a little bit, sit back onto your heels, and then reach your arms out. And then your hands are going to go about shoulders distance apart. And then this is where you're going to want to keep your hands once you come up onto hands and knees. So everyone's arms are longer, everyone's legs are longer. So this is just going to give you a good foundation as to, where your distance on your mat should be. So once you tuck your toes under, I want you to look down at your hands and spread your fingers apart as far as they'll go. And then if you do have wrist pain, which I do, you can make more of an L shape with your pointer finger and your thumb. And then you want to push down into your fingers and then push away from the mat. So you're pushing into your knuckles, you're pushing into your finger, and this is going to take that stress off of your wrists. So once you're pushing away, you're going to tuck those toes under, and then you're going to bring your tailbone towards the sky. Now, one of the benefits from downward facing dog is that elongation of your spine. So to achieve that, if you bring your gaze between your knees, it's going to release your spine. And then also you can bend your knees and then reach that tailbone a little bit higher. And then you'll see that length also in your spine. Now with your shoulders, depending on what's comfortable for you, you can externally rotate your shoulders. You can internally rotate your shoulders. I find it more comfortable to externally rotate. And then with time, you're going to want to, try and reach those heels to the ground. So you can do it one at a time. You can go, at the same time if you'd like. Now this is going to take time if you're new to yoga. So, just daily practice. And then once you come into your plank position, this is going to be your hand and foot placement. So there's not really too much movement of that placement when you come between the two. And then when you're in that plank, you want to keep a nice flat, strong, straight back. Now, that plank may not be in your practice, and there's nothing wrong. I'll just move that a little bit so you can see me. There's nothing wrong with this being your plank position. Okay, this could be your plank position. So I'm gonna just give you just a quick little exercise that I've been doing in the morning. Some tricep push-ups, which will help kind of build that foundation and muscle and strength for you to, do more advanced postures. But I think my goal with teaching right now is I want to be able to, teach people who are new to yoga and give them the knowledge and the, form to be able to practice safely. And as I was saying earlier, linking that breath with your movement. So a lot of people say, oh, I like to, stretch. Well, yoga is stretching if you link it to your breath. So while I'm going through this posture, I'm going to remind you about where your breath should be. And I don't know if this... Okay. So, we're on our hands and knees. You're going to have your knees are going to be just again like that. When people say hip distance apart, it's about two fists. So that's going to be your space between your knees. And then your hands also. And this is your tabletop position. So to do that tricep push-up, you're going to want to lean forward, which if you'd like to leave your feet flat down, you can. If you want to go up, you can also. Whatever's clever. You're going to lean forward, and then we're just going to lower down just halfway, and then push back up. And then lower down and push up. Now, you're going to keep those elbows in towards your body. Whew. I can do about 10 of these. I don't know if I already lost count. That probably wasn't 10, but we'll pretend. And then you're going to come back into that child's pose. Now you can tent your fingers. I have weak wrists. My wrist, that just hurt my wrist. But you know what? Here's a nice modification for you. Blocks. I never used yoga blocks before I did my yoga teacher training because I always thought it was like a crutch. But I learned that it really helps you get deeper into that posture and sometimes in a safer way. So if you turn your blocks, you're going to put them on this is your low, medium, high. We're going to go with medium. And then you're going to grab like this on your block. Now this is going to open up that wrist. So it's going to take some of that stress off of your wrist. Now in the same posture, we're going to be hands and knees. And you're going to come forward. And now this is also going to make more space for that tricep push-up. And guess what? This is easier on my wrist. I can feel it more in my core. And in my opinion, it's just more beneficial. So get yourself some blocks. It's a good investment. And that had absolutely nothing to do with linking your breath with movement, did it? Nope. Didn't. Sure didn't.